Hey guys, welcome back to this podcast. This is Let's Get Real, and we get real about stuff. But I haven't posted in a long time because I don't know what I'm doing with my life. I just know that I'm trying to live, and I'm not trying to, I don't know, I'm trying to survive, and no, it's not even survive. I'm trying to live, okay? I'm trying to live, and so I just post whenever I want because I want to do this stuff when I'm creative and when I feel it. I don't want to do it just because I have to post something or because I want to. I don't care. I don't care. I just want to do this for myself and for someone that is going to relate to me talking. So, anyways, I'm literally this is like my third day. I'm in Fuerteventura, Spain. It's an island of the Canary Islands. Yeah, is it? I used to be really good in geography. Now I'm not. But yeah, so I'm here and uh, I don't even know what happened in the past 3 days because to get here it was just such a journey. But let's not talk about that. Oh, maybe we should talk about that. I don't know because I don't have anything scripted. So um, I don't know what we can talk about. You know what? We're gonna talk about how I got here and like the stressful journey and anxiety and solo traveling. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about this. Okay, so it was 3 days ago. Yeah, 2 days. Not 2 days ago. I don't know. It was 3 days ago, and I woke up. I was in Italy, and I had like the Flixbus, which is like the bus, it's like a Pullman. Is a Pullman in English? I don't know. The bus that takes you to the airport. Like it doesn't take you to the airport, just to the airport. Like I took that bus to get to the airport. Whatever. I'm making everything so complicated. Anyways, so I took the bus and yeah, I was about to take the bus. It was like I had to leave. It was about to leave in 1 hour, so I was still at home, and I received a Airbnb message from my host, and he texted me, "Yeah, sorry, actually, we cannot make you stay at our house because it's like there's some issues and stuff." And I was like, "What the fuck? I'm literally living in 1 hour and I don't have a place to go to." So I was like, holy shit. And I texted him like, and now what the fuck am I supposed to do? And he said, yeah, I have another place actually there you can go to. Always in Puerto de Rosario, Fuerteventura. And I was like, okay, show me this place because I need a place to sleep. And oh yeah, actually the first night, I was sleeping in another Airbnb for only one night, and I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna talk about this later, like why. Um, but yeah, anyways, so I was literally fucking stressed, okay, because this guy is telling me like there's not like you don't have a place to sleep, and like I'm getting there, like what the fuck. So just send me this like link of this other Airbnb, and I'm like, let's hope it's good. Let's hope it's good. So yeah, it was kind of good. This is the Airbnb. I cannot show you around, but it's little like a studio, but it's nice. And yeah, so I was like, okay, just send me the confirmation, please, before I take the flight. And he was like, yeah, I don't think I can make it before 1 hour. I was like, you just need to switch, like do this switch on the Airbnb app. But yeah, anyways, I took the bus, which actually it was also like an hour late, so that was also a thing. Um, yeah, so the bus was late, whatever. I get to the airport, and since it was late, also I was like running to do like the check-in and like the security and everything to get to the gate for the flight. But yeah, somehow I managed to get on the flight, on the first flight, because actually I had two flights and they were connected, thank God. So I landed in Madrid, and I was like walking, like Madrid, like the Madrid airport is so big that like you get lost every time. And so like I landed on like at the beginning of the airport, and then like I checked like what gate I had to go to for the next flight to get here to Fuerte, and I was just like, where the fuck is this gate? I'm looking there because actually I'm looking at a computer, but I don't know, it's gonna look bad, whatever. Anyways, I'm literally like checking like the gate and everything, and I cannot find it. So I see this like I was like my gate was like H4, something like that. And the only thing I could see was like this H, this red H, and there was like J, like there was like these numbers like J13 until like to J40, something like that, with the K and not with the H, sorry. And then like the more I was going towards the age thing, whatever, it would like the numbers were changing, and there was like no there wasn't my number. So I saw a guy that were like working that was working there, and I was like, oh, sorry, do you speak English? I cannot find my gate, something like that. And he was like, information like there, and I was like, okay, this guy cannot speak in English. So I was like, I told him in Spanish, like, oh, actually, I can speak Spanish. It's like one thing about me. It's like I'm learning Spanish now. Like that's another thing I'm gonna say later. But I kind of know Spanish, but I don't know it, whatever. So I was like talking. I was telling me like I can speak Spanish. Just gave me just tell me how I get to the gate. And he's like he replied to me in Spanish, telling me, if you want information, that's the way. I was like, motherfucker. So I went the opposite way, and I just went back to on my way to try to reach this H gate. So yeah, I get to the gate, and I was stressed, okay, because I didn't have the confirmation, I didn't have anything, and also the guy from the first night in here was not contact. Like my Spanish is coming, is like fucking with my English. Blah 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 blah. Yeah, the guy from the first night wasn't actually. It was not replying to me like on the app. So I was like, holy shit, I'm gonna get there and I don't have a place where to stay. So I was like, holy cow, right? So I had a little bit of anxiety because I was stressed. I didn't eat anything because how could I eat? Like I couldn't. Like it was hot. I was stressed. I didn't know if I would have a place for it like to sleep and everything. So I was really stressed. And I got a little bit of anxiety when when I was at the airport in Madrid. And actually, what I wanted to say, when I got to the gate, it was actually at the end of the airport. So literally, I got from like a side, and I had to go to until like the other side to get to the gate. So I get on the flight, and I didn't. This is so funny because I was like, okay, so the first flight was 2 hours and 30 minutes, and this other one was supposed to be like 2 hours. Okay, like 2 hours, let's say. So yeah, 2 hours, I guess. I don't know. Anyways, it was supposed to be like a certain amount of time. Okay. I was like on the plane, and it was supposed to be landing at 9:35, but my phone said it was 10, like it was 9:40, and like we were still like on the plane, everyone was just chilling. Like, I was like, aren't we supposed to like land in like 5 minutes ago? So yeah, then it gets like 9:50, 10, and I'm just like, what the fuck? Did I got on the wrong flight? Because actually there was two gates, and I was like, yeah, hopefully I went into the right one. So yeah, everyone was just chilling. I was like, what the fuck? And then I thought, holy shit, maybe here in Fuerte it's like a different time zone. And it was. So yeah, in Italy it's like 10, so here is like 9, let's say. So yeah, I was like, holy shit. Like, what can I do? Because even if I ask the osters or the steward, like, did I get on the right flight? Like, they cannot do anything. I gotta wait for the flight to land. So I would just like, if I would have asked them, I would just put, and like I was on the wrong one, I would have just put so much more stress on myself that it wasn't even worth it, because I had to like, I couldn't like jump off the plane to get to another one. So yeah, I got to Fuerte, the airport, and I was kind of like, holy shit, they don't have Uber here. So I was like, oh my god, I gotta get a normal taxi. I was like, oh my god. I don't know why, but I hate normal taxis, because like, yeah, you call them, but you don't know if they will come. But with the app you can see where they are. So yeah, I was a little stressed also about that, because I arrived like 9:35, 9:40. Then to get my luggage and everything was like 10, 10, 10, something like that. So I was like, please, just like, hopefully there's a taxi. And there was like a lot of taxis. And yeah, so I got to the first Airbnb, which was like, it was like, I mean, it was cute, but it was like a little room with like no window, and the sheets were like for winter, so I couldn't even sleep. So I wanted to sleep because I was stressed, and I couldn't. So yeah, that was something. And also, while I got to the Airbnb, I received a message from the other Airbnb host, the one that canceled on me, and he confirmed this Airbnb. So I was like, okay, I have a place where to go to. And yeah, so the next morning I took a taxi, and I got here. And fun fact, like, oh yeah, let's go backwards a minute. You I don't know. Like, every time when I'm talking with my friends, I go like these journeys in my head. So you guys better get used to it. Anyways, um before coming here like 3 weeks ago, they canceled my flight. They canceled my flight to Fuerte, because I bought like two separate flights from Ryanair, and they canceled the most important one. So I had to pay like 200, 300 euros more to just get another flight. And yeah, I lost a lot of money, but it's okay. And so I had to come here on the 9th, but since like the flight on the 9th was like 300 euros, something like that, I was like, hell no. So I got here one day before, which was the 8th. Yeah, the 8th of, what month are we? June. And yeah, so I got here on one day before, and I specifically took one like a one night in the first Airbnb, and I chose it like that I chose it to be like in like the same area where my other Airbnb was supposed to be, the one that got canceled, and also the next Airbnb that I will be in. So this month, basically, I'm changing like 5 Airbnbs, whatever. So, um, yeah, yeah, just talking about it is just makes me feel so stressed, even though I'm not anymore because now I'm settled here for a few days. So, but still. Anyways, yeah, I got lost. Whatever, I got here. It's nice here. I love it. And yesterday I had a little bit of anxiety because this Airbnb is kind of like in the middle of nowhere. There's literally like mountains and hills, hills, hills. Um, so when I saw where the supermarket was, I was like, what the fuck? I literally was like, it was like so hot, and I saw that I had to like climb these mountains and shit to get to the supermarket, and also I had to go through the highway. So can you imagine, like after a stressful journey to get here, and also to get to this other one, and I didn't sleep and everything, and also I had to climb like fucking mountains to get to the supermarket. Like, can you imagine? Can you imagine that? So I was like stressed as fuck. I had a little bit of anxiety, and I was like, if you wanna eat, you gotta climb the mountains. So I just headed back a minute to the apartment to get some water, and I was just like, I'm so proud of myself because I'm not gonna lie, like it was a stressful journey to get to the supermarket. Like now it's funny, but still, like thank God I hopefully I don't have to go back there at least until like I hope I don't have to go back to go there until I change like to the other Airbnb. So yeah, I was really like I don't know. I had a little bit of a panic attack, but it was like I was about to actually have it. I had like a strong anxiety, let's say. So yeah, that was not good. But I just pushed myself through the fear, and I got to the supermarket after like all that. And also when I got back, like I was talking to myself like a kid, like, no, yeah, you got it, come on, like one more step and you're there, like can just look behind you, like look how far you've come, like you know what I'm saying. I was like talking to myself like as a kid, because also I realized, holy fuck, there's literally no one around. I'm literally on my own here in Fuerte until my friend comes. And so I was like, bitch, if I die here and nobody's gonna see it. Like, also, if I need, like, if I'm really feeling sick, like, what am I supposed to tell to the, I don't know, to a taxi or to like an ambulance? Like, yeah, I'm in the middle of the mountains. Like, come here. There's no address. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, how the fuck am I supposed to, So I just pushed through, and yeah, I got to the supermarket. I went back, and I was still like, yeah, you got it. I was passing the highway. I was like, yeah, it's okay. Look, it's okay. Well, like 5 minutes and you're there. And it was like a 30 minutes, like a 30 minutes walk. Yeah, I think it was 30 minutes of walking, and back and forth. So 30 and 30, something like that. So yeah, when I actually was getting back here, and I was like on the top of the mountains. I was like, oh my god, I am so proud of myself right now. Like, I pushed through the fear and I'm still alive. So, yeah. Yeah, sometimes when I'm like in like I don't know, big open places, and I don't know if I whatever. Sometimes I feel I get a little bit anxiety. Whatever. So yeah, that was that was something. And yeah, today I went to to the beach, which also to get there, it's like super impossible. You either like walk 40 minutes with others like hills, roads, whatever, some weird shit, like mountains, whatever, to get to the beach, like 30 minutes of walking, 20 minutes, 40 minutes, I don't know. And I was like, I did that yesterday to get a supermarket. I ain't doing that today. So what I did, I went on Google Maps and I looked around my area and was looking for like spots where to climb down to get to the beach easier, right? And that's what I done. So I found like a little spot and I was like climbing down like the fucking thing. And I got to the highway. So I literally have to go through the highway to get to the beach. And it's like a big highway. So yeah, it's stressful, okay? Not everything is at its seems, okay? And non tutto, non, how you say that? Non tutto, non tutto quello che oro, no, non tutto quello che oro luccica. Is it like that? It's in Italian. It's like, not everything that is like gold shines, something like that. So that means like, not everything is that is him. Whatever. Anyways, so yeah, um, solo traveling. That's a thing. That's a thing, and I would encourage you to do that if you want. But I would give you some tips before you do that because it isn't as fun as it can be if you don't have like some I say I can if you don't have like some security things. How call there's a word for that. Like if you are not sure about some stuff, whatever. If you don't have like enough money, or if you don't have like I don't know, other solutions, whatever, you gotta get ready. Okay. So first tip: go somewhere where everything is cheaper than your budget, because then if you have any problems, it's all good because you got money. Okay, so I don't know why, but it stopped working. Um, so I was saying about I was talking about like how money buys like freedom, and or like it limitate yourself. For example, you're in the middle of nowhere, like I was yesterday, for example, and you call a taxi, and then you don't have money to pay. Like you literally are not gonna call the taxi. You're gonna be like, um, I'm gonna walk. You're gonna tell yourself something like that, but it's not sustainable yet. Like you need to call the taxi and everything, and you don't have money. Like how are you going to pay for the taxi? Or like I don't know if you're going like around, uh, like you took a flight, you're going somewhere, and you don't have like some money to like spend around or like whatever, you're gonna limit yourself and your vacation, because basically like you're going around but you know you can buy anything because you don't have the money. And so like you're gonna feel bad with yourself, and it's gonna be like really like a roller coaster of shit. So yeah, my advice is, if you have like 500 euros, let's say, of course book the cheapest flight ever, like 10-20 euros of flight, and book like the cheapest like Airbnb or hotel or whatever. But if you have like that kind of budget, there's like only 500 euros, try to find something that's like not too much outside the center, but it's like, it's in a good position. So you can like walk or whatever, so you don't have to take taxis or transportation or whatever. And yeah, so first thing first, budget. Go choose the location based on your budget. And if you don't, like, and if you have like cheap money, just, what did I want to say? I don't know. Like if you have like just a few hundreds, you can still find something. I guess this is what I want to say. So that's the first thing. Second thing is, yeah, try to be organized. Like, like you're gonna take this bus to get from A to B, or you're gonna, I don't know, do this kind of stuff. So have like a list of what you want to do, so you don't feel like, oh my god, so I'm here and what the fuck am I gonna do on my own here. But also, don't put too much pressure on yourself to be like, oh, I have to do this and this and this, and if I cannot do everything, I'm gonna like, go crazy about it. So yeah, just make a list and try to do what you're feeling in the moment, or also like just push yourself a little to get out of your comfort zone. And yeah, then another tip would be, oh my god, another tip would be, have both cash and cards. Don't have one on the or the other, because for example now everyone's like for example, like some places are only accepting like cards, and you cannot pay cash. For example, like a flight, like Ryanair, I think you cannot pay in cash. Let's say they cancel your flight, you're at the airport, and from what I know, you cannot like purchase a ticket in cash, only by cards. So that's kind of fucked, I guess. Or maybe I'm just talking shit. I don't know what I'm talking about. But I think this is like how it is now. But also, for example, in some countries like Sweden, they don't they take like cards like this, and they don't take cash that much from what I saw. So yeah, I guess have both cash and cards. That was like my third tip. And yeah, I think it's all, at the end of the day, it's all about money. I mean, just choose a place where you can go to where you feel good, that even like if something happens, you can spend like 500 bucks or like 300 bucks on like, to survive. Okay, to get home. Okay. So yeah, don't go like, if you like, you cannot go to New York if you have like 1,000 euros. Okay, that's like impossible. Okay, even if you paid for the flight and some other stuff, 1,000 euros, like, no, no, that's suicide, because then like you run out of money and everything. Like, no, that's crazy. That's crazy. So yeah, I guess this was the podcast for today. And yeah, stay safe, travel a lot, because it's good to travel. You meet new people, new cultures, new places, and your mind just gets inspired. If right now you're in a place where you don't feel good, where you feel like you deserve more and everything, just save up some money Like work like your job for a few months and save as much money as you can, then choose a cheap country and go there for a few months. Okay, so you can start like you have money for a few months and you can live without working, and in the meantime you're free mentally, so you can find something else, you can find a job there, you can create something. So this is like what I'm telling like my friends that like have normal jobs that they have to stay like in certain places to work. So yeah, like I'm telling them, work a few months, save as much money as you can, and then move out of that fucking country that you don't like, or that city that you don't like, and yeah, just go somewhere for a few months and be open. When you're doing this, you cannot go like another country and be like, so now what? Like you gotta be open to anything and everything. Go meet people. Go do like get out of your comfort zone as much as you can, and trust me, something good will happen. Something will just like click, and it's gonna be the best decision ever. So don't be scared. Just prepare yourself, and everything will somehow it will all turn out really good. Really good. Okay, there's like up and downs everywhere and always. So you just gotta keep pushing through, and it'll all be good. Thank you for listening or watching this podcast. I don't know what I'm gonna post the next one, but now I'm inspired. So yeah, I guess this was the podcast for today. Have a nice one.